Alright, so I'm back with my Pokeball Plus controller, whatever you call it. The one that's a Pokeball. Come on, connect. Connect, you stupid little bitch. Why won't you connect? There we go. Finally. Yes, I have it securely tightened. I don't want to smash my screen. It's like with Pokemon. The older Pokemon games definitely were a bit harder, but also they had dungeons in them, which the newer games don't. They just have linear caves. The older games had actual dungeons. Anyway, Rach, if there's any character on the team you want to be named after, let me know. Except for Venonat, Venusaur, and Charmeleon. Those ones are already picked. But if you want to be a Squirtle, or a Nidoking, or even Eevee, which I called Philip, let me know. I mean, I do have other ones that I'll be catching later on, but these are the ones that I'm currently using anyway. But yes. But yeah, this is an easy game. So I don't mind it. Tough choice. Those are all excellent ones. Yeah. I don't really want to use the starter Pokemon, but this game is super easy anyway. Like, they give you a perfect IV Eevee. Like, your starter Pokemon, whether you got Pikachu or Eevee, depending on which game you get, they have like perfect stats. Just amazing stats. It's ridiculous. I don't think you can check. No, you can't check yet until you beat the game, but it has been confirmed. They're always the perfect stats. But yes. I mean, I do have other mons as well in the box that I'm not using yet. Well, actually, I don't have that many at all. Alright. So do you want to be Good Sir Rage or just Rage? Or Good Rage? Shift. Just Rage is fine. Alright. You'll watch me fail with this controller because the controller is literally a small ball, it's easy to like shift it without realizing. So then when you try to walk up, you're actually walking to the side. Taking the scent of flowers. I do actually, like, one thing about Let's Go is, calling me sir, we're keeping you as a pet is atypical. Is it though? I mean, it's like one of those, not reversing, you know, like the nicknames where you call someone like Shorty, but they're super tall, or, like Fatty when they're like a skinny twig. Those types of ones. Either way, I do love the remix, or the updated music that they did for this game. It just fits nicely. Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's go fuck up this guy. I just got down from Mount Moon, but I've still got gas in the tank. I'm sure you do, buddy. Literally and figuratively. Because campers, you know, gas canisters and stuff. Franklin. Oh, fucking Onyx. Do you reckon Squirtle can beat it? Doesn't even know a water move, so no. Let's bring out Lotso. Quite the tank he's got too? Yeah. I think there was one generation where they actually like barified the hikers. Let me just look it up in the background while Lotso does a vine whip. Level 20. Where are all the sprites? Yeah, it was in Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon Hiker was just like this buff blonde dude. It was himbo-fied. It wasn't really Barra, but it was himbo. I definitely prefer like the chunkier Hiker because chunky people can do everything normal people can as well, especially hiking. I don't know why they had to like yassify the Hiker just for Sun and Moon. Also, the names of the other Pokemon are a bit bizarre because I was using a name generator for them. Because I'm bad at making up nicknames. Also, yeah, I think you've been here for that. You know I've got the head pats. I added the head pat redeem. I have another one that I'm planning on making. I just need to get the time to do it. Oh, bitch, you standing in the way now? I had this feeling I knew I had to battle you. Extra fuel capacity for more horsepower. Definitely. There, the head pats. Thanks to the head pats. I have an idea for another one that I want to do. Actually, I got an idea for like many that I want to do. It's just a matter of doing them. Speaking of redeems... Oh, yeah. Alright, wait. Hang on a sec. How do I do this? Hang on a sec. Oh, my thing keeps resetting. How do I change this? There we go. Alright. Sorry, let me just check something. I'm really banning it. Okay, let's mark as complete. Oh my god, is this not auto done? That's crazy. Hang on a sec, give me a second. Oh lord, I've got like a list from a billion years ago. Alright, I'm going to reject yours. Because, as a fellow streamer, I think, and watching you and all that stuff, I think I trust you enough that you don't need to actually use the points for it. That's what I'm saying. So let me get you an invite. But that way you get your points back and you can use them on something else. So yeah, the link does expire in an hour, so just be aware of that. Alright, there we go. Now we'll go back. I would like to fight Diglett properly, but I have no water moves, so we're gonna have to go back to Lotso. Imagine that. Like, oh, can I join your Discord? Sorry, you're banned now. That's what you get for asking, for doing the thing that exists. Not sand attack. Hopefully I don't miss. No, I didn't miss. But yeah, you will have to do a capture to actually gain access to it. That will just get you into the new arrivals section. Or the rules section, sorry. Or drain. You learnt bubble. Alright, we got a water move now. Really? You play... I don't know why you would think you'd get banned. Your combos are pretty tame and pretty normal. I mean, sometimes we get on a slightly heavy topics, but it's not like in a bad way. You know, like the random philosophy chats and stuff. I think that's fun. As long as it doesn't distract too much from like the game at hand. Or if the game, like if the game's like a super heavy story one, you know. Uh, oh wow. Was it like was it an auto message from a bot, or was it someone actually saying stuff? No, we're gonna get fucked. That's level 15. Do you have any rock moves? You don't. Alright, that's fine. We'll just try it anyway. Because, like, isn't the whole point when a raid happens, regardless of whether you're part of the raid or you're someone that's already in chat, like, you just hype up the raids. I don't know. I guess everyone has their own issues and ideas as to what they want. So, you know, they do them. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, I think the issue with that probably, unless they said something, yeah, that's fair. I do think sometimes it becomes an issue with like new streamers. Oh, I don't want Swift. How do I cancel this? I know like some of the auto stuff that's set up when you first start with Twitch, because I'm still new to it as well, is like pretty restrictive to begin with. You actually have to go out of your way, because I know I still haven't done it. That's also an issue. But I still haven't done it where, like, because I don't think you can say twink or dilf without it getting auto sort of moderated in my chat. It's just dumb. I keep forgetting to fix it. Because how is twink a bad word? And how is dilf a bad word? I don't know. I don't know what crazy world we live in. But anytime I'm in Palpoo's chat, I just constantly use the bad words because it's funny to me. to get harassed by a bot, especially Twitch's generic thing. And they always ask you as well. They're like, was this correctly moderated? And I'm like, no, twink is not a word that needs to be moderated. In the context of things, maybe, but in this instance, no. The word itself, no. So yeah, that's what I thought. You had to add it manually, and I'm like, oh, that's such a pain. Because, like, you know how, like, you can approve messages with that word, and it says, like, added, but it doesn't actually add it. Like, if someone else says the same word, it doesn't work. Yeah, it's wild. But it is something I actually need to do. I need to start doing it. So in the meantime, auto moderation is a thing. Really? That's from hopefully, well, not hopefully, but I hope it's not like the queer community using that as a derogative term for bottom or twink. I know some people say it in jest, and usually they are part of the queer community themselves, so it's fine. Like, we're allowed to rib at one another like that. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna really. But I'm always at the defense of bottoms and twinks. Even though, like, my preference would not go, I have other preferences than twinks, I'll say. But, you know, they're still people. No need to be rude to them. And bottoms especially. We need more bottoms in the world, I think. Alright. Like this guy. I'm off to see that Pokemon fanatic guy at the cape. Well, you're not doing a very good job. You're just standing there. But yeah, my Discord's a bit, it's very tame at the moment. There's not much activity. I try to post there, but that's like I don't know. I always check it when there's new stuff, but most of that new stuff is just me when because I've got like some secret channels that are just for me when I draw pictures. I like to send them to Discord from my iPad, so that way I can put them onto my computer easier than having to email myself. And sometimes it notifies me like a week later that I that I actually have a notification. Yeah. Yeah. I have to agree. I do think, like, even the straight people community, I guess, I don't know what you would call them, they've been trying to divide the queer community for quite some time. Not all of them, obviously. When I say in like a generic term, I mean like the ones that are actively against it. And it does seem to be working. Like some people are falling for it, and we are turning against each other as a community, and I don't like it. I think we should just support one another, because any chance they get to tear us apart, they will take. So we shouldn't fall for their tricks and their ruses, and stand strong together. There's enough divide as it is. Enough people hate us already, so don't give them any more ammunition to use. Almost. If it was a stab boost, I'm sure I could have one-shot Machop. I don't know. This music, though. It's just nostalgia. It's like listening to remasters of, like, pixel songs. I don't know what the actual, like, 8-bit songs or whatever you want to call it. It's like, it's pure nostalgia, because it's like, it's how you remember the song in your head, even though the song itself was just like a bunch of like bleeps and bloops. But yeah. That's wild. Yeah, like that's another thing. Even outside the queer community itself, just open relationships and poly relationships, people, if they don't understand it, or don't get it, or they don't agree with it, they will treat it like it's some sort of taboo, like you're going behind their back or something. It's a bit ridiculous. Like, I get that it's not for everyone, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. I think humans as a species aren't meant, like, we're not built around monogamy as much as people think. But it's just the situation that has happened where, well, essentially religion got involved and put all these weird restrictions on how people should behave when it comes to relationships and owning people as property and such. That they've sort of made it the default when it really shouldn't be. Yeah, I was there for that. Look, I think... I don't know. I think the person was... I don't think they're coming out of anywhere weird. I think it's just... Maybe they have been in a lot of streams and stuff where that was the norm or that was expected. And to come to, like, someone who... Yeah, as we discussed during that conversation anyway, like, we're a bit more old school when it comes to the internet and having all your details out publicly for everyone. Fury swipes. No, you're a special attacker. It did make me laugh though, because I'm just like, what? But yeah, it's like some people like, I don't know, I think if you're, I don't know, it's different for everyone, but for me personally, like, I am arcane on the internet, and in most places. And I wouldn't just start using my real name out of the blue. Like, what's the point of having an online persona if you're not going to use it? ASL! So So true, so true. Those were the days. Go on MSN Messenger, if you guys remember that. We had to use people's emails just to message them. Oh, man. Oh, no, I fucked it. I should have lured him out so I could go back in there. Alright, it's fine. I think Bill teaches us cut or something soon anyway. But yes, MSN Messenger. Such good times. Simpler times. Simpler times. And you had little games on there as well. You could play like solitaire. Not solitaire. Yeah, I think you could, like the double solitaire. But there was also... there's any of those other sort of like really simple two-player games. The good old days. It makes me laugh. Sometimes like that stuff's like so deep in your memory that you forget about it, and then it all comes flooding back. Like, everyone remembers MySpace, but does anyone actually remember what you had to do to make MySpace your own, but also customizing your own little homepage and stuff? Facebook would never. You could never. All you do is a picture. And now, I'm pretty sure most people have moved on from Facebook. It's all like Instagram and Twitter, which again, you still can't really customize yourself anyway. It's just, you know, a picture and maybe a banner. But instead of customizing it with like pretty graphics and stuff, everyone just puts their, you know, full name, date of birth, address, and social security number on their front page. Yeah, I agree. Like, to me, I just tag... Look, I have the Australian tag, which I think for people that are looking for Australians, it's there for, but also, like, when you think of someone from Australia, you think of someone who's probably going to swear. And it's there to sort of warn people that swear words come out. I also have, like, the tag that it's... profanity will be used anyway. Not the tag, sorry. I have like the setting, mature audience setting, because I do swear more than I realized. You still have a Facebook. Fair enough. I deleted my Facebook years ago. I kind of went on a social media cleanse, as they say. I deleted my Facebook. I have a Messenger, just to chat with friends that still use Messenger more prominently. I don't know if they still use Facebook, but they definitely all use Messenger. But I just hated like how much information Facebook was retaining and what they were using for. So I deleted it completely, and now I just have like a fake one just for messaging people. Instagram, I did the same thing. I kept my Instagram, but I have changed the name on it, and I have removed a lot of things from it as well. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it was fun to begin with, you know, like, oh, look at all the people you can connect with and chat with, and et cetera, et cetera. But I think greedy corporations, they just saw an opportunity to obtain our marketable data and sell it and use it and get really gross with it, that it's not worth it anymore. Like, yeah. I'm just not a big fan of the way the internet turned out. You're going to see Bill? First we battle. Okay, mate. Yeah. I know Discord's slowly going down the same vein of probably stealing all our conversations and information and everything, but I don't think it'll be as bad as what Facebook and Instagram and TikTok are doing and all that other jazz. Shit, I don't want to battle this. No, I'll just kill it instantly. Eventually we're just going to have to keep migrating from one social media thing to another that feigns to be innocent and good intention until eventually they get bought out by someone and the agenda changes. That's kind of the nature of our world that we live in now. Yeah. But hey, I mean, I'm still on Tumblr, and that went through the weirdest transition in terms of corporate sellout. Getting purchased by Yahoo, and the CEO wanted to make Tumblr the next PDF, which makes no sense, because what the fuck does that mean? I don't think they, like, and apparently a lot of employees had no idea what they were talking about either. Like, how could you turn Tumblr into a PDF? What do you mean? What do you mean? PDF's a file, like, a document file. It's a type of document that you use. How are you going to turn a website into it? And then they're like, you know, regret purchasing Tumblr instead of Netflix or something. It's just like, well, maybe if you knew what you were actually purchasing and what it was there for, you wouldn't have fucked it up so hard. Yeah, CEOs, the only reason someone becomes a CEO is because they think they're going to just rake in the dough without doing any of the work. And when they try to make crazy decisions, it's usually very misguided, and no one, for some reason, no one tells them their opinion doesn't make sense or that it's wrong, or even if someone tells them, they don't care. And choose to go ahead with whatever plan they have in the first place. We've seen it a million times. Yeah, I agree. Discord is not social media at all. They are trying to push it, and I hope they don't, because I like it being, it reminds me of like those old school forum websites where you just go on, you make little posts and you move on. Maybe someone will direct message you, but that's it. Yeah. Blockchain. Do you remember when blockchain was failing so bad, and then Square Enix's CEO decided to make a big old, like, update about the future of Square Enix, and it was all blockchain related. It's just so dumb. Small indie dev team, Square Enix, makes terrible decision with blockchain, sells off Eidos Studios, Liz's Tomb Raider and Hitman and the like, to force to put all their eggs in one basket, that basket being blockchain. What is it? It's so silly. I don't know what they're just very outdated mentality. Seismic toss, wow. Like, remember they added, I think they still did. Alright, they did like no damage. They did the whole Final Fantasy VII figurines that were like NFTs, but physical, like essentially they were like amiibos. Well, not even amiibos, they were just like pop Funkos in terms of just like cheap plastic figurine with like, you got a receipt for a blockchain thingy. But the amount for the figurine was ridiculous. It was just crazy. Yeah, exactly. A lot of them do just get money from inheritance and such, so they don't really have the full business school training as to what works and what doesn't and why. But I don't know. It does kind of feel like, man, I feel like I could run a company better than half these people, at least in terms of what the consumer wants. Because it does seem like companies are more about what the shareholders want. And then when it fails because they're not focusing on what the people want, they're like, shock Pikachu face, why didn't our money grabbing plans work? Better release a new skin, which is the same thing but with a hat. Yes, I'm talking about Blizzard. But hey, it's just one of those things. We're now like in that level of world where there's no ethical consumption in the capitalist world that we are in. Yeah, true. The shareholders will push an agenda that they think will make money, and when it starts to fail, even before it actually fails, so when it starts to seem like it's going to fail, they bail out. They really need to... I don't know. How to fix it? I don't know. Blow up the whole world and start again. Blow up the whole world and let evolution take over in a few million years to come back and see if we make the same mistakes. Yeah. Oh, look, Anita Reno. Hiya, I'm a Pokemon. No, I mean, I'm Bill. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemon fanatic. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you, pal. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon. So how about it help me out here? Yes. Alright, so they've already changed it. So instead of him just being in a Pokemon suit that he can't get out of, he's actually merged into a Pokemon. I'm going to climb inside the teleporter so you can... So you run the cell separation system. Alright, so it's one thing to be a Pokemon fanatic. It's another thing to be some kind of like biological scientist genius that can merge Pokemon cells with human cells. And yet they just call him a fanatic? That seems like a bit of an understatement. You're gonna do it for me, right? Don't leave me hacking. I'm counting on you, pal. Pal, I'm a child. This is how fairies were made for a solid 15 years. Did they? I can't remember Fire Red and Leaf Green at all. It's been such a long time. But I do remember having fun with those games. The screen says something about a teleporter. Whoa, I should get in there. Don't mess this up, okay? Actually, wasn't there like in America somewhere like furries hacked a biology lab because they believed they had secrets to creating actual cat girls or something? I think people need a little slap in the face with realism. It's getting a bit too crazy. You started up the cell separation system on the teleporter. Not reliable memory. Fair enough. Maybe it sounds similar. Because, like, honestly... The head pats. Dozy Wolf, welcome in. I see you went straight for the new redeem. So, the question is... Was Bill and the Nidorino merged as one, or was it like his consciousness moved over? Because it's cell separation, it does sound like they were merged in one, but how come Nidorino was the dominant gene, that there was no hybrid? Anyway, I think that's probably a bit too much for this game to sort of go into. Human-animal hybrids. Yeah, that is suspicious to sort of ban that specifically when it's like not really, well, at least as far as I'm aware, not really something that's being actively experimented with at the moment. Yeehaw. Thanks, bud, I owe you one. Hey, you got a Pokemon box right there in your bag. Good job. If you ever catch too many Pokemon and your box gets full, send some of those Pokemon to Professor Oak. I bet he'd be mighty thankful. Oh, look at me. I'd forget my own head if it weren't attached. I should do something to thank you too. You did save me after all. Yeah, well, maybe this'll do. I wanted the cut ability. That cruise ship, the SS Anne, pulls into port into Vermilion City. They invited me to some party on board, but I can't stand fancy gathering. Why don't you go instead of me? There are a couple of tickets in there, so have some fun with a friend or something. Can I twirl? Oh wow, they didn't add twirling in this game. A virtue signal. I mean, yeah. I can't read that book. Maybe. I don't want to read all this stuff. Wait, actually, maybe I do. Okay, no. It just tells me about the legendary birds, which I already know due to the fact this is like the first Pokemon game and not much has changed. Well, I mean, like, there's more important things in the world that they should be focusing on rather than, oh no, what if someone wants to try to create a cat girl? Right? Surely. But oh well. Oh well. Oh. Secret. A raspberry. Pitta patta, pitta patta. Alright, so that Officer Jenny should be gone. Oh! Hey, give me back my Pokeball. Yeet. Oh, how could I do such a thing? I need to keep an eye on this house. And yet, you aren't. That's just asking for me to go in and rob it. I need to get a Pokemon that we can ride. Because apparently I can't ride Nidoking. That's poopy. At least in my opinion. Alright. Oh, so we gotta go back around. Do you actually find something? You're just staring at the water. Very interested in the fountain. Alright. Alright, it's cute the first time, but not like the third time. Let's just walk through this person's house. Wow, look at this. What a mess. Bitch, you live like this? Those are some big footsteps. Kangaskhan, maybe? And a raspberry. Just a giant hole in the wall. And Eevee's telling me, like, I'm a blind person who cannot see that. What do you have to say for yourself? Team Rocket must be trying to dig their way into something no good. Look at what Team Rocket have done to my house. And they stole my TM, the one that teaches Pokemon like Mankey and Sandshrew the move Dig. Well, don't hoard the TM for yourself and maybe they wouldn't steal it. Alright, I can't actually get that berry. And so on we go. Hey you, give me the dig. Stay away, it's not your yard. Me? I'm an innocent bystander wearing the Team Rocket outfit. Don't you believe me? Yeah, literally, it's a collapsing table and she's just like, this is fine. As it's like probably about to crush her knees. Ratty Kate. Dozy Wolf, if you're still in here, and you want a Nidoking or a Squirtle named after you, let me know. Ah. That needs not be the only thing keeping it up. Yeah, that makes sense. She's just like sitting there calmly, but internally she's like screaming. Was that bite? How about we thrash you instead? I mean, if there's any other Pokemon that you'd prefer to be named after, let me know. It's only Gen 1 Pokemon, and I may not put them on the team at this stage. But I mean, I could replace Nidoking. I just like Nidoking, so I'm using them for now. Hooray, we recovered Dig. Better get moving, bye. What a polite young man. Oh, thank you very much. You can keep it though. I decided to take my time training Diglett and have them learn Dig in that 2 seconds. Alright. Alright. Very decisive man. Alright. Do you want to be called Dozy or Dozy Wolf? Just Dozy. Good. This is much better than the name generator that I've been using, because half of them just look like a bunch of letters. Done. Yeah, it's just the Nidoking that has the name generator name. But that's fine. I think the theme is going to be a little overpowered. I wouldn't mind electric, but I don't think there's many electric Pokemon that we could use. I guess I could go for Magneton, but I don't want to. Town map. I'm actually zoning out for a moment. Here you are. I don't think we need to go to the rock tunnel yet. I think we go down here. Then here. If I recall. And hopefully I recall correctly. No, Pikachu's catchable. I already have one, but I don't like Pikachu. I'm really not a fan. And Raichu, I prefer Alolan Raichu. But you can get in the game. But you have to trade a regular Raichu to do that. So unless I can get the Alolan Raichu, I'm not putting a regular one in. But anyway, I need to refill my drink because it is empty. So I'm going to BRB. In a couple of minutes, I'll be back.